How you feeling, man?
Good morning. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing amazing. How are you feeling?
Absolutely fantastic. I am so proud of you for doing a movie like this. We have starved for a movie like this because, and here's the reason why I'm drawn to the Crusades. It really does involve all people in the way, all age groups, everything. Because at my age, I saw myself again back in high school, and also at my age, I also saw things that happened in this movie that are happening in my own community.
Thanks.
How did you get involved?
I got involved through a guy named Bob Title. He's mentor to the director and writer Leo Milano. And he basically said, and Leo had an amazing project, and as soon as I read it, I was like, please give me a part of this. So that's kind of how it happened.
While you were on the set, did you have that feeling? Because I know as a radio on-air talent, you do your breaks and you do things on the air that you don't really see the listener. What is it like for you? Do you see the viewer when you're playing out the role?
Oh, facts. I feel like the most, you definitely got to make your character relatable. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be all over the place. And one thing a lot of people say about like my acting style is I stay real grounded, stay real grounded with all my decisions and stuff like that. But 100%, you gotta people gonna relate to people that are relatable. That they either had somebody in their life or they are like that. So. And I kind of bounce off of, I take real people
mm-hmm.
and convert them into, what I put lay across the screen.
This is one of those movies that I wish was a series on Netflix and Hulu, because in my heart, I'm not done yet with the Crusades. I want to have more of this story.
No, facts. Who doesn't like a good high school romance comedy, but drama comedy, but facts. Yeah, it's definitely a very fun movie that makes you want more at the end.
Yeah, because I could see a prequel, I could see a sequel, I could see so much happening to each and every one of these people in the way that it's like I mentioned before, it's almost like I know them because we've been with them, or they're going to be people that we're going to meet one day on the street.
Facts, 100%.
What is it like for you to be in this acting world these days? Because it seems like it's the golden age with streaming as well as doing movies. Because I mean, it's like you're there and there's like this. Is it a big wide open prairie?
It's not a big wide open prairie, but there's definitely a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunities out there with these streaming services. I was just Uber yesterday. And some guy told me, he was like, this is going to be, I know you never heard of this before. Did you know that television is off at 12 o'clock? And I was like, what are you talking about? never heard that in my life. But sure enough, he was right. I did not know that television was shut off at 12 o'clock. He said it would, the last thing would play at 12 and then it would just be like static or the American flag. The music in the background. So, it's definitely a lot of stuff. Hollywood is booming right now. It's ever nonstop growing thing. I love the new wave with streaming services. Pushing up a lot of content out. So it's definitely booming right now for sure.
Mm-hmm. How did you prepare for the role? Was it interesting to go back into a school?
Oh yeah, I love school. I was definitely the comedic relief. I'm the comedic relief in some of my movies, so I was definitely a comedic relief in school. I was the teacher's comedic relief, but. Definitely though, just being able to fool around with those other two guys. Ryan Ashton, he's a newcomer, but he doesn't look like a newcomer. He's freaking hilarious. And then Rudy Pankow, he's an amazing actor. He's worked on a lot of big things. And they're both just like me, goofy. And the movie's about an all boys high school, so we literally cracking jokes. all day to the point where the cameraman and the mic people were kind of upset with us. That's all we were doing was just being goofy, and I feel like that camaraderie that we had, definitely showed on screen.
Yeah, and I wish the younger generation would realize that camaraderie that we had in high school, that it can stay forever. You can go 30 or 40 years, and you don't have to think about it right away. But yeah, I mean, I still have high school friends, and it's like, my God, I never thought this would happen to any of us. But God, we had a great time in high school.
No, in fact, high school was a time. Definitely missed being able to do a lot of things with very minimal consequences.
Mm-hmm.
It's the real world now. You get in trouble if you
Speaking of getting in trouble, how about that party that takes place inside the movie? Because I mean, it's like I was once a part of a party like that, and the strangest thing about this party was my father. First of all, they broke into my father's house, and my dad never fixed that door, and the reason why is because he wanted to remind me every day I walked through that door how I broke his rule.
That was fine. You said you threw a party?
Oh, yes, we did. Oh, yeah. And the bad thing about it is we had a friend from the north side of Billings come into our area in the south side. Well, that friend brought friends with them, and that was not a good idea. The north and the south did not get together.
No, facts. That's crazy. I got my own little basement apartment when I was 19.
Okay.
So you could just imagine I was throwing some pretty turnt things.
I mean, the types of parties that we would throw, so just in case my parents came home, we would hide all the beer and stuff inside the washing machine because that'd be the last place my mother would look for beer.
In the washing machine is crazy. The washing machine is crazy.
When you do a movie like this, does it inspire you to sit down and write in a script or to be a director in the way of going, wow, I saw what they were doing. I want to be able to do that myself.
100%. Those three guys, they inspire me so much. Just the fact that, that how long it took them to do this, and they really did this. They really made their dream come true, turned their high school craziness into a movie. Definitely inspiring. They put all their friends in the movie, had all their friends as producers or whatever, or they got to shoot at what and I feel like that's how we got it done with off a lot of favors and stuff like that. But just being able to go to your old high school and walk around your old neighborhood and be able to shoot that stuff in your community, what more can you ask for out of being a director or a writer?
Yeah. What was it like to be on that set in the way that we're hearing these stories now about the movie Grease, about how it was 100 and some odd degrees, and you don't see it in their faces when they were filming it, but yet, I mean, to be in a school did you have the air conditioning? Was it a good environment?
No. It's all boys high school, so they locker rooms stink, all that. Facts. But Leo wanted that like sweaty feel, like if it was hot, he wanted it hot, and he wanted us to to look sweaty because that's how he was in high school. They had no air conditioning, stuff like that. Wow. So yeah, I got used to it after a couple of days though.
A lot of our listeners will remember you as being part of Cobra Kai. Now, I'm a third-degree black belt, so I don't just watch the show, I study the show. I mean, I sit there and watch every single move.
What do you think of it? Do we do justice to karate?
You do. And what I mean by that is that they're because so many times you go to a martial arts movie and they're walking up walls and they're doing flips that are impossible. But yeah, you do it and you do it in a way to where I love the emotion of it all. That yes, a fight may break out, but then the emotion afterwards hits the heart, and they rely on each other as that family. And that is so important about martial arts, is the family part about, that, okay, we had a moment, but we can all get back together again. Let's reunite.
Facts.
And the thing is that now I'm a little jealous that you guys have a rivalry in Cobra Kai, and it's the other school, because we didn't have that. We were always like, we would bow, and when we would do different styles of martial arts, but it was like, wow, to have that many choices and how many schools we could have gone to could have been better for us to to be stronger students in martial arts.
No, facts. I didn't ever do karate before I got on Cobra Kai. Mm-hmm. But being there around all those, there's a lot of black belts on set. It's a lot of 30-degree black belts on set. So it's kind of hard to not fall in love with it. Not learn a couple things, learn some stuff, learn a lot of tricks and stuff. So. But yeah, I definitely understand.
Did it help you in the acting? Because, and the reason why I bring that up is because my sensei in combat karate, he told me all the time, he says, remember, it's martial arts. Remember, it's a show. So when you were doing it, did it get inside your mind, body, and soul and say, look, it is an art what I am doing?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's more than just trying to do some moves. Like you got to be really into it. It's really, it's like a dance between you and somebody else also.
That's you're spot on. It is a dance, and your poomsae might be 52 moves, but it's still, when you watch it, it's like, oh my God, there's so much melody in what they just did.
Facts, 100%.
Yeah.
And like you said, a lot of emotion too. The actors are amazing. Definitely show a lot of emotion throughout it. And that elevates it to another level.
Boy, isn't that the truth? That's the truth. The next level for you, where are you growing to? Because now that the Crusades are, is here, you've got to be working on something else.
The writers are on strike right now.
Yeah.
So we shot one episode of Cobra Kai, and we had to stop due to the strike. But trying to see what's next. I'm still auditioning, make music, drop some music soon. So yeah, just trying. I'm every day I find a new hobby and new something I like. So I'm always doing new things.
See, that's inspiring, because that's the greatest thing about being a creative person, is that just don't say no to yourself. Say yes. Go take a chance. I mean, you're talking about making music. I remember Randy Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive telling me, he says, you only know me for my hits, not my misses. Now I want to know his misses. I want to know what happened when he struck out.
That's 100%. 100%. I want to see what it looks like when everybody I look up to strike out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's how you see how they bounce back from a failure, for sure.
Do you create your own beats?
I do, me and my friends.
Yeah. Which is an exciting time in music history, because, and it's somewhere along the line, it's going to have to enter the Hall of Fame. And the reason being is because those beats are original. It's not borrowing a guitar riff. It's a beat that came from you. And I've always thought, in fact, I've talked with many drummers, they've always said that beat actually is connected to your mother's heartbeat when you were in her womb.
I've never heard that one, but I'm sure it was. My whole family is musically inclined, whether they sing or play instruments. My whole family is musically inclined. Grew up in the church too, so I got a lot of soul in me. So probably, yeah, definitely. My mom got a lot of soul in her too. So.
I would love to hear a lot more soul being played on the radio. I miss the days of Sade and Anita Baker, and I mean it's Luther Vandross.
What's your favorite Anita song?
Oh, it's got to be Here and Now.
That's my mom's favorite artist. Here and now, I promise. That's it.
And it was that go-to song that you could be having the crappiest day, and you go to Here and Now from Luther Vandross, and all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I'm okay now. I am okay.
No, facts.
Yeah. Well, dude, congratulations on the Crusades. Where can people go to find more of your music so that they can become a part of your journey? Because knowing you probably got some merchandise that you need to, let the fans have as well.
Yeah, man. Just honestly follow my Instagram at Khalil Everage. See everything up to date, what I got going on. We'll be dropping a tape probably in the next 2 months, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah,
You bring up Instagram. So have you joined Threads yet?
I have got on Threads. I have explored the Threads.
You know, it's one of those things as creative people, we got to find any platform where people are. And when they tell me that there's 78 million people that are on Threads, I got to get on that monkey.
No, facts. I had to. I seen a lot of people was posting about it and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. Y'all talking that talk on there. Let me see what y'all talking about.
Well, you got to come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you.
All right, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
I will. You too, man. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Thank you.